All right, so earnings are trickling in, and now we've got earnings report from all of the big tech companies except for Nvidia, which is coming later in November. But out of the five companies that have reported earnings so far, including Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Microsoft, and Meta Platforms, only two of their stock prices are up in the last few days, and Alphabet is one of those two. The other three large cap tech stocks are down on the last 5 days trading after the earnings release. So there were a lot of things to like coming out of Alphabet's recent quarterly earnings. I'm going to discuss some of them here in this video and get an understanding of why its stock price is performing well following the earnings release and why investors are becoming more interested in Alphabet and talking about Alphabet stock a lot more this week. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now. So one of the biggest developments out of the latest quarter from Alphabet is the continued success of the search business, finding incremental opportunities in this volatile time with artificial intelligence that's disrupting the way people search for information. Given these new user behaviors, earlier this month, Alphabet said that they announced the rollout of shopping ads above and alongside relevant lens visual search results to help better connect consumers and businesses. Now, Alphabet is experiencing billions of searches with lens already monthly. And so now they're adding the shopping ads alongside, and that's going to add incremental revenue opportunities in an area where they weren't yet monetizing. So it'll be interesting to see how much of an impact this has on Alphabet's results. Secondly, in AI overviews, which they have been rolling out incrementally over the last few quarters, they have now started showing search and shopping ads within the overview for mobile users in the US. So these are two areas where it's going to add incremental monetization opportunities for Alphabet, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of impact it has on the search business. Remember, this is the biggest part of Alphabet's business. This is where it has the most dominance. This is where it generates the greatest profitability. So adding incremental revenue streams to this area, adding incremental use cases for consumers to keep them coming back to Alphabet, to Google for these search results, will be very important to Alphabet stock investors. Okay, and then on the other side of the equation, right? It's not just the consumer side of the equation with advertising. You also need to make it convenient for marketers to use your system. You could have a great system for consumers, but if you don't have it built for advertisers, you're not going to generate a lot of advertising revenue. And that's where Alphabet also has a strong competitive advantage, is with its existing relationships with marketers and advertisers over decades, where they've already learned the system, they've already got their information embedded in Alphabet system, they've learned those things, and they're not likely, or it's not easy for them to switch over to a new system. So as long as Alphabet can keep serving these advertisers well, they're unlikely to take the time to switch to other platforms unless those other platforms are so much better than Alphabet in how they allow advertisers to find customers. So advertisers are now using Gemini-powered tools to build and test a larger variety of relative creatives at scale. And this is key for businesses. If they allow you testing, then you can tell, like, let me try this advertisement and this advertisement, whichever one works better, let's go with that one. And that gives you incremental better performance because now you test out the one that's better and you use that one. I've been using a similar feature with YouTube. You may have noticed some of my thumbnails have been different lately, and I've been testing thumbnails, and YouTube allows me to have several different thumbnails shown to my viewers, and the one that performs better is automatically chosen as the thumbnail to use. That's really effective, and that's really helpful for creators to know and test which one is the better thumbnail, instead of just guessing and using my own taste and my own judgment to determine which thumbnail is going to be the best one. I let the algorithm based on users' choice to determine which one is the better one. And the one that you all like the best becomes the one that's chosen. You all get to vote for the thumbnail that's finally used as the final thumbnail on many of my videos. And that's created an uplift in many of the different metrics that are important to me as a creator. So another thing they did is updated image generation in Google Ads with their most advanced text-to-image model, which again makes it more convenient for advertisers, which means that they will be more interested in spending their money on Alphabet for advertising. And these AI-powered campaigns help advertisers get faster feedback on what creatives work and redirect their media buying. So marketers can see this advertisement brought an ROI of 8%, this one brought an ROI of 12%, and that one brought an ROI of 6%. This one brought an ROI of 18%. And getting that feedback, they could then say, all right, let's take that one that got an ROI of 18%. Let's allocate more dollars to that campaign and let's see if it still generates close to 18%, and remove or take away money from the campaign that's only bringing 6%. And overall, that'll increase the return on investment that marketers get on their spending at Alphabet. And if they're increasing their return on investment, they're going to be willing to spend more money on Alphabet for advertising. And so this has been working well so far for Alphabet. And that was a big relief for investors that were concerned about Alphabet's business and how it'll be impacted by artificial intelligence. Alphabet is also using AI to improve recommendations on YouTube. This is one of the reasons why I love YouTube so much, is because of the recommendations. I'm the kind of person, when I go on Netflix, it'll take me forever to find something to watch. The recommendation system on Netflix doesn't work very well for me. Whereas when I open my YouTube page, the homepage on my YouTube is very good at recommending things that I like to watch. They're very, very good at that. I'm always finding things that I want to watch on YouTube because they're good at surfacing those things that they know that I like to watch. And so this recommendation system is AI, right? And the better they get at this, the more engagement it's going to drive. And they're saying that their large language models have a deeper understanding of video content and viewers' preferences. And as a result, they can recommend more relevant, fresher, and more personalized content to the viewer. And this works very well for me, I have to say. Of course, I might be biased, but it works very well for me. I'd be interested to hear what your thoughts are, because you're probably watching my video on YouTube here. So you've got a lot of experience watching content on YouTube, and you may have seen or noticed that they're getting better and better with their recommendations. You're finding things that you like to watch. The creators that you like to watch are surfacing on your homepage more often, and it's becoming easier to find things that you're interested in watching. So really interesting stuff going on here at Alphabet, and investors looking at this company as one of the better AI stocks. I think it's reasonable to assume that they are one of the better AI stocks because of how they're benefiting, not only in selling artificial intelligence services to customers, but also using AI internally to improve their own business and their relationships with their customers. Hey everyone, I'm excited to announce that my book is finally available for sale. I've been working on it for more than a year now, so I'm really excited to finally share this with you now. It goes through my framework for evaluating stocks. Some of you often ask why I like this stock or why I like the other stock, and this framework provides you the things that I look at when I'm evaluating stocks. I've added the link in the description below.